July 15th, on this day, in 1099, Christian forces captured and plundered the city of Jerusalem during the First Crusade, a pivotal event that shaped the religious and political landscape of the region for centuries. In 1137, Louis, the Dauphin of France, who would later become King Louis VII, married Eleanor of Aquitaine at the Cathedral of Saint-André in Bordeaux. This union would have lasting political consequences for both France and England. In 1381, a poll tax triggered the Peasants' Revolt in England. One of the revolt's leaders, John Ball, was executed in front of King Richard II of England, marking the violent suppression of the uprising. In 1410, the Battle of Grunwald, also known as the First Battle of Tannenberg or the Battle of Žalgiris, took place. Polish King Władysław Jagiełło and Lithuanian Grand Duke Vytautas led their forces to defeat the Teutonic Knights, marking one of medieval Europe's largest battles. In 1645, French nobleman and soldier Charles de Sainte-Maure, later known as the Duke of Montausier, married Julie d'Angennes. Their marriage followed 4 years after he presented her with the Guirlande de Julie, a remarkable manuscript composed of 61 madrigals by renowned poets. In 1685, James Scott, the Duke of Monmouth, was executed on Tower Hill in London. He had led a rebellion against King James II, but was ultimately captured and beheaded for treason. In 1789, the electors of Paris established a commune in an effort to govern independently, marking an early assertion of popular power during the French Revolution. In 1796, Thomas Bulfinch, an American historian and mythologist known for writing The Age of Fable, was born. His works would become classic references for the study of mythology. In 1799, French captain Pierre-François Bouchard discovered the Rosetta Stone in the Egyptian village of Rosetta during Napoleon's Egyptian campaign. This ancient rock, inscribed with a decree by King Ptolemy V in 3 scripts, would later unlock the secrets of Egyptian hieroglyphs. In 1806, Lieutenant Zebulon Pike began his western expedition from Fort Bellefontaine, embarking on a journey that would contribute to American exploration of the West. In 1813, representatives of Napoleon Bonaparte met with Allied forces in Prague to discuss possible peace terms during the Napoleonic Wars. In 1834, Lord Napier of England arrived at Macau, China, to serve as the first chief superintendent of trade, marking a significant change in Sino-British relations. In 1863, Confederate raider William Anderson, known as Bloody Bill, and his bushwhackers attacked Huntsville, Missouri, stealing $45,000 from the local bank during the chaos of the American Civil War. In 1883, Charles Stratton, the famed circus performer known worldwide as General Tom Thumb, died at the age of 45 after a celebrated career with P.T. Barnum's troupe. In 1895, former Bulgarian Prime Minister Stefan Stambulov was assassinated by Macedonian rebels, a dramatic event in the turbulent politics of the Balkans. In 1901, more than 74,000 steelworkers in Pittsburgh went on strike, representing one of the largest labor actions in the American industrial era. In 1912, American athlete Jim Thorpe won the gold medal for the decathlon at the Olympic Games in Stockholm, Sweden. He also captured a gold medal in the pentathlon, solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest athletes of his time. In 1922, Leon Max Lederman was born in New York City. He would become a notable physicist and co-recipient of the 1988 Nobel Prize in Physics for his research on neutrinos. In 1942, the first supply flight from India to China was flown over the Hump, a dangerous air route above the Himalayas during World War II, ensuring continued support for Chinese forces. In 1955, 18 Nobel laureates signed the Mainau Declaration in opposition to nuclear weapons, a statement later co-signed by 34 more laureates. Initiated by German scientists Otto Hahn and Max Born, the declaration marked an important moment in the international anti-nuclear movement. In 1958, United States President Dwight Eisenhower sent 5,000 Marines to Lebanon to help maintain peace amid growing tensions in the Middle East. In 1960, John F. Kennedy accepted the Democratic nomination for President of the United States, officially beginning his campaign for the nation's highest office. In 1972, Honky Chateau became Elton John's first #1 album in the United States, featuring hits such as Rocket Man and marking a turning point in his musical career. In 1978, Jack Nicklaus completed his third career Grand Slam by winning the British Open at St Andrews, defeating Ben Crenshaw and Ray Floyd by 2 strokes. In 1978, American singer-songwriter Bob Dylan performed in England before a massive crowd of 200,000 people, demonstrating his global influence and enduring popularity. In 1983, a bomb exploded at the Turkish Airlines check-in counter in Orly Airport, Paris, killing 8 people and injuring more than 50. The Armenian Secret Army for the Liberation of Armenia, an Armenian militant organization, claimed responsibility for the attack. In 1988, the action thriller Die Hard, directed by John McTiernan and starring Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman, was released in the United States. This film would launch a hugely popular franchise and help establish Bruce Willis as an international action star. In 1996, British Prince Charles and Diana, Princess of Wales, signed divorce papers, formally ending their high-profile marriage that had long captured public attention worldwide. In 1996, the American news television channel MSNBC was launched. Created by Microsoft and the National Broadcasting Company's unit, the first show was hosted by Jody Applegate, marking a new era in digital news broadcasting. In 1997, renowned Italian fashion designer Gianni Versace was murdered by serial killer Andrew Cunanan outside his Miami home. Versace's death shocked the fashion world and the public, as Cunanan was believed responsible for at least 5 murders before committing suicide. In 2006, Jack Dorsey, Evan Williams, and Biz Stone publicly launched Twitter, their online microblogging service. The platform quickly gained immense popularity, amassing more than 300 million users within a decade. In 2016, American actress Gwyneth Paltrow and British Coldplay singer Chris Martin finalized their divorce after 12 years of marriage, drawing significant public and media attention.
Subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's events.